Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Love for Haitian Food and Other Foods. I am your host, ManieDChery. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see here. Today, I'm going to show you how to make oxtail. I don't want to say Jamaican style oxtail because I don't want you guys to come for me. But I did do a video on my Instagram and you guys loved it and you asked me to do one for YouTube. So that's what I'm doing today. If you want to see how I do it, stay tuned. Guys, please remember that all recipes can be found on my website, loveforhaitianfood.com. To make this, you will need oxtail, butter beans, ipis blended marinade, browning, ginger, garlic, onions, hot pepper, pimento seeds, thyme, salt, all-purpose seasoning, ground allspice, oil, lime and vinegar to clean your meat, as well as some brown sugar not shown here. Next, I'm sprinkling some salt over the meat. I'm just using some coarse salt. Then I squeeze my lime juice over the meat and set those lime halves aside because I'm going to use them later. Now to pour my vinegar over the meat and get it in there and make sure I mix it all together very well. So this oxtail does have a lot of fat on it, but the butcher did trim some of it off. Now with oxtail, you do want a little fat on it, so I'm not going to take all of it off, but I'm using my kitchen shears and I'm going to trim most of it off. And I'm going to continue to do that on all the pieces. So this is all the fat that I removed from the oxtail, and now I'm gonna rub each piece of meat with the lime halves. Guys, if you haven't done so already, check out my ebook. Don't let the word holiday scare you away. It's filled with great recipes that you can use throughout the year. Link in the description box. Now I'm just rinsing my meat off with cold water. I rinsed it about 3 times. And now for the fun part, time to season the oxtail. I'm going in with my ipis. You can use any blended green seasoning you have on hand. Next, I have my salt, all-purpose seasoning, ground allspice, and I'm going to give it a good shaky shake to mix all that up together. Then I'm going to sprinkle that all over my meat. Next, I add my browning, and I'm only adding a little bit here because I'm going to use sugar later on in the recipe. Then I add my fresh thyme in there, and using my hands, as you can see, I have gloves on. I'm gonna work that seasoning into my meat because we want this to be flavorful and well seasoned, right? Right. So I'm massaging that seasoning into the meat, getting it all in there, and then I set my oxtail aside and let it marinate for at least an hour. Overnight is best. Now I'm gonna braise the oxtail on medium heat. I'm adding my oil to the pot, followed by my brown sugar. You can also use white sugar. I'm gonna give that a stir so it can start to cook. This is how it's supposed to look, bubbly and foamy. If your heat is too high, lower it a bit. Now I'm adding my marinated oxtail to the sugar. This is gonna give it some really nice color, and I'm gonna let that braise for about 4 minutes. Woo! You see that color? Now I'm flipping them so the other side can get that color too, and I'm gonna let that go for another 4 minutes. After that time has passed, I'm adding some boiled water to the pot so we can really start cooking the oxtail. And don't forget to add some water to the bowl the meat was marinating in. We want all that flavor in our final product. Next, I'm adding the garlic and ginger, followed by the onions, hot pepper, pimento seeds, and I'm mixing all of that in, making sure my onions are submerged in the sauce. Then I'm gonna cover it and let it cook on low to medium heat for about 30 minutes. So this is what we're looking like after the 30 minutes, looking good. I tasted it and it was a bit bitter, so I'm adding some more sugar along with some other dry seasonings not shown. At this point, you just want to season to your preferred taste. I'm just mixing it up in there, and my sauce evaporated a lot, so I'm adding a little bit more water. Then I can add my butter beans in there. I tasted it again and the taste still wasn't where I wanted it to be. And my Jamaican friend told me to add some scallions, so that's what I'm doing here. And it made a huge difference. I was happy with it then. So I covered it again and let it go for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the oxtail is to your desired tenderness. And this is what she is looking like after that time. Now I'm gonna serve up some of this on a plate here. Guys, I wish you could smell what I'm smelling here. So good. Now keep in mind that oxtail does render a lot of fat, so you will see some oil like you see here. Just skim it off and enjoy your food. And there you have it, guys. Delicious oxtail you can make at home all by yourself. I served this with Haitian style rice and pigeon peas. You can click the card above for that video, and this was absolutely delicious. Now is my favorite time to taste. I know this is the other foods video, but le bon, faut dire bon, li bon. It's good. It's good, good, good. I hope you guys try and like this recipe. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Subscribe to my channel and watch some of my previous videos while you're here. Thank you.